Women voting is not freedom, bro.
Funny and outrageous online.
Hey, quiet.
Oh.
Segregation's not oppression.
Oh, wow. Well, y'all are definitely ignorant. Definitely. Really.
All right.
Badly.
Luke Beasley interviewed a famous MAGA Generation Z influencer couple. Let's take a look at some highlights and talk about it.
I say we bring back normalizing the word We need to shame again. We need to put them back in the closet. I miss those days when people wouldn't tell anyone that they're gay because it was not celebrated. Now it's like people are becoming gay because they want to be celebrated. They're weird. They're outcasts. They just want to feel like they can fit in and have a bunch of people support them for nothing. Like if you're ugly in 2024, just become a and then, oh, boom, you're popular. Magically. It's become a trend. Let's make it a trend to shame them again. Who's with me?
This individual is an ambassador to Turning Point USA.
No, she's not.
No, I'm not.
Has apparently been seen at Kerry Lake fundraisers, taking photos with top staffers or whatever. This is an influencer who's been allowed into organizations. And to be very clear, while I think that tweet by itself is pretty bad, it's not the only time they've drawn people's attention.
Here we go.
Take a look at this montage.
If you have stage 4 cancer, there's a reason why no man wants you. Because he wants to put your hair.
I feel like to young women,
Damn,
unironically,
that's
they need
a
to find
brutal
a
one.
man that's
I have a lot to say on that one.
very misogynistic.
I think Malcolm X is based. I'm Malcolm X.
Cool guy, yeah.
I would say he's based if he wasn't black.
Hey, speaking of getting a job.
It's a
I'm
joke.
a 10. 10 out of 10 racist right here. My husband's texting me, and he said that he wanted me to tell you that we will have our daughter ready for you as a virgin.
We come
Right,
from
I'm
a Christian
saying-
point of view.
And you can have your views. My point is, though, our argument is that everyone can have their views and live their life. And then
Is that
just
what
sort
you
of
guys
live-
think? Because I'm
let
pretty sure
live.
cancel culture comes from the left. Like,
People on the right always scream free speech is being taken away when they become unpopular for saying something incredibly stupid. Freedom of speech gives you the right to say dumb stuff. It doesn't give you the right to be popular after saying it. They can blame cancel culture all they want, but the reason is because they are stupid and disliked.
Other people should be doing it, yes. Because there's good and there's evil. We know what good is, we know what evil is, and therefore people should be living good lifestyles. They should be living virtuous, moral lifestyles. And we as a society, we can pressure the other people within our society to be walking with good morals, with good virtues.
Apparently, those good morals and good virtues include name-calling and shaming people that are different than you.
you could have the views that you have, and people could choose to associate or not associate with you because of them. But to go out and purposefully do what a lot of other people, if you're saying you don't believe this, most people perceive what we're going through in this show as hateful rhetoric, and your justification is because it could impact people, which is crazy because it's only going to push people further away. I've heard people who are Christians who have pretty traditional Christian views, but come at it from a place of compassion and empathy. And
way more mature.
Their views,
and it's respectful,
and it actually could move people.
Yeah,
I agree.
Whereas
I'm not debunking your point, but you're basically saying, hey, stop being so vile and hateful.
I'm asking why you're doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's because you are not you, but let's just say leftists, they don't like this and they want to put us in the closet. And they want to say, you go in the closet,
No.
you be shamed, you don't get on social media and say, that is the F slur. You don't say these words. You don't act this way. You go back in the closet for being a hateful bigot.
And you'll get fired from your job. We'll dig up your old tweets and we will do everything to take down your entire livelihood.
Okay.
If people don't want you to work for them after they realize what a scumbag you are, the only thing I have to say to you is welcome to a free society. Try not being a piece of shit if you want people to like you.
She's taking steps more towards empathy than before.
Not even taking steps. Like it just came naturally.
Yeah. Well, then you agree that a lot of the stuff that you've gone most viral for is not a good representation of your views of Christianity.
Yeah, because I like to be like funny and outrageous online.
Hey, quiet.
Oh, sorry, can't talk.
I wouldn't say that it's a bad view of Christianity.
What? Really? Show me when Jesus was talking about putting people back in the closet.
Why would Jesus put people... Were there even closets at the time?
The disrespect is crazy. I could never imagine talking to my wife like that. The look on his wife's face pretty much says it all. Even she knows he's a dope.
Show me when Jesus was talking about putting people back in the closet. Do you actually believe this election would be so much better if women couldn't vote?
I think every election.
Or is that a joke?
No, women should not be voting.
Even women in the 1920s largely didn't want.
When you look at the women's
vote.
suffrage movement and what they did, there were two sides. Women were advocating for women not to get into politics. But see, people.
I'm sure some women were.
No, not some. There were a lot.
like her.
No, there were a lot of people.
Hey, I'm not that old, okay? People like to talk about my age online. I'm not that old. Gosh, what a misogynistic thing to say.
Hey,
Ageist.
take it back. Take it back.
I'm sorry.
The use of the
sorry.
day.
Oh, okay.
The use of the day, I'm saying.
The way she says sorry to her husband is extremely cringeworthy. It must be horrible to walk around on eggshells all day feeling like you are a lesser human being.
But by saying women shouldn't vote, and I know this is what you believe, and I don't know if I would ever change your view on this, but it's like the biggest, most simple way to put men and women on such a different
Exactly.
Value. You're valuing them wildly different.
And it's still equality.
Where in reality, of course, women who are part of society, who are equal citizens, who are equal people, should be having a say in their democracy.
Democracy is cringe.
I would like to know his better alternative to democracy. Unfortunately, Luke doesn't ask the question, but I imagine he would like to live in a society where men like himself make rules and others follow them.
When you talk about these different issues, I agree we could tweak and make changes to welfare to make it as ideal as possible. One of them is more universal programs. I'm asking what your prescription is then. Do you rip them away, the programs altogether, and then you're just like, I don't know, if you can't eat, you can't eat?
No, it's not really about if you can't eat, you can't eat. It's about you removing and not incentivizing bad behavior and saying, hey, you are going to have a tough life because you decided that you were just going to have sex and you didn't really understand the responsibilities of it, and we're not going to come bail you out. You know what?
About the children? Even if you feel that way, why are we punishing the children?
It's
The Republicans who are against a woman's right to choose want to force you to have a baby and then restrict society from helping take care of it. It's like the life of the baby is only important while it's inside of the woman, and once it's out, they don't care about it anymore. It's always been very confusing to me.
Let's say it's a happy couple, and all of a sudden the husband runs off, and then this wife who was living the lifestyle you wanted her to live, so she's not trained on anything, she can't go get a job easily, she needs to raise the kids, is all of a sudden trying to figure out how to get a really low wage job because she's a single mother now, or her husband dies.
okay.
She should join a church community and get help there.
Okay, or the community, like our governments, could step in and support. But we should also be supporting families where people are together, which is a big part of what Vice President Harris proposed, which I probably didn't even know, which is why I call people who vote for Trump so often misinformed.
Just a nice way of saying stupid.
No, not stupid. I think you could be really smart and then just not take the time to go inform yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From being ignorant or stupid.
Well, y'all are definitely ignorant. Definitely. Really.
All right.
Badly.